Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here with our Iron Teeth in update 5 on hard mode. We have nearly cleared all the mangroves out. This is nearly done, ready for exploding. Awesome. I just want to start the episode by saying thank you very much to everybody who commented or watched the previous Iron Teeth episode. It had 22 comments on it within the first 24 hours. So yeah, and I've gone through and remembered to actually reply to things and do stuff and actually read the comments before I record the next episode, which is a thing I've been not forgetting to do, but just yeah. But also, it's one of the fastest viewed videos I've had for a long time. It's like 100 views in 24 hours, which is good for my channel. Really good. Thank you so much. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you as well. I have been for the last, I want to say 5 weeks, stuck at 2,870 something subscribers. I go up a few, I go down a few, and it just seems to be going up, down, round. It wasn't going anywhere. And then the last 2 days, it's just smashed it. It's just gone. It's gone. I'm 2,800 and something now. So it's, thank you. Welcome. I do hope you enjoy. So, speaking of those comments, last episode I asked whether we should fill in the bottom of this river down here because it was it's wasted. A lot of the water in here is wasted, and the general consensus is yes. Zwigi, Anthony, Mr. Morkey were saying things like we should fill it in and do so. Yes, we will. When I have the next drought, or basically the next time the pumps aren't working, I will take them out and redo them. Which is why I built this. Because I've done some calculations, and because you all know my mathematics is absolutely perfect and I never get it wrong. So we know this is going to be absolutely perfect. This channel up to here is 65 tiles long. Here, this one to here, 65 tiles long. And 5 wide, which is, let me just 65 times 5. That's 325 tiles. Okay. We need to make it 5 deep. We need to go 5 deep in here to do that. So we're going to go 5 deep in here, which is 1,625 tiles to do 5 deep there. And then we need to times that by 6 because the dirt requires 6 dirt in order to put a single train block in. Now that's nearly 10,000 dirt, which I can't build a storage for. At all. That's a lot. This here is about 2,000 dirt, this storage here, because we don't have mega storage. So we're not the folk house. We don't have the mega storage. I'll get to that in a minute. But so what I've done is this here is basically enough dirt for 1 layer, all the way along. I'm not going to do it by 1 layer all the way along. That would be really daft and bad. But the idea is going to be that we will store up the 2,000 and a bit dirt here, and then we'll take out 1 segment, and then we'll replace it. We'll take out the next segment and replace it. And I might leave these ones as they are for the minute. We will replace them because we don't want the water to be down there, but I need to do something with this as well because we have beavers. Oh yeah, I just shorted the houses. We need to put houses in. Oops. Let's do that. Let's put in some houses right now and then they can build that whilst we're going. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah, so we need to do this here, but we don't want our population to drop because we're already having population problems. It was also mentioned in the comments as well. Crispy and let's say Mr. Morkey as well. Sorry, there's a lot of comments, and I've gone through them and done the. Yes, Mr. Morkey as well. The pumps aren't pumping all the time, and the productivity isn't full whack. That is because during the wet seasons, all our beavers work on the pumps and they don't work in the haulers. So the haulers, they've had beavers in them. Look at that. But call me a liar now. Yeah, we have 31 places that don't have workers. That should be these because this is the lowest priority. So I'm very confused as to why they aren't there. So what I thought and what I've replied to the comments there is wrong. I thought it was that the haulers, they were empty. They were unoccupied during the drought. And our unemployed, our vacancies were there. Where are our vacancies then? Where do we not have building lax workers? What's this? Oh, the haulers are here. So we have a couple of... that's what it was. That's what it was. I think I've clicked these ones. And been like, oh yeah, they've got no workers in them. And ignoring, forgetting we got these ones here as well, so... But I think that's the issue. I think the issue is that we don't have enough haulers to move the water because all the beavers are working on pumping water. So they fill up, and then the actual beaver themselves has to go out and dump the water somewhere. So that's a thing. That's a thing, which is a bit awkward at the moment. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get to that. The other problem as well is that a lot of it is down this end. Like all the beavers are living and working down this end. So these get emptied by using them, and these ones up here don't. So these bit pumps here end up going, oh, I can't dump any water here because there's no space, so I've got to walk all the way down here to do it. So maybe if I set these to supply, the haulers would empty these. Oh, we're off. Are we off? What's happening here? You're set to 0.5. You are set to 0.5. Why? Why are we flooding? Why are we flooding? That's weird. That's very weird. Why are we flooding? Makes no sense. Unless this is just the wave that it's filled, it's hit that end, the wave has come back and it's now splooshed over. That is weird. Okay, we'll open this one all the way then. So we just won't set that, we'll just leave this one open all the time. It can just be open 24 hours a day, and that's fine. I guess. That's weird. That's weird. I've not seen that before. I've not seen flooding to this extent before. Normally we get a little bit, and it's just enough to kind of fill this pool here, but I've never seen it flood down here. This is new. This is new. So, on that note, as well, a few people have said, I'm trying to find names here on it, so, Don and Luke mentioned about we need some form of water storage or like a cistern or something to hold more water and then pump into here. I have an idea for a project. A mega project, inspired by what Luke, what you were saying about we need to go back to old school Timberborn and build a huge reservoir. Yes, but no, but yes. How about I have a vision, I have a plan, and it might be bigger than I had originally planned. Right here. Off the south of this here. We're not the top. We're not the north side of it. I was saying north and south as I normally look at the map like this. So north, south, east, west. So to the south of the water sources, we would build a water reservoir here. There's only 6 deep, and I was going to make it about 20 pumps long, so we're going to be up to about here somewhere. Here, and the water from this would flow into it, and then next to it here, to the east of it, there'd be another one that's one lower, and the water that would fill this one, so it would fill this one up by 6, and then after it's filled up by 6, it would pour into this one, and this one would fill up by 6, and then the next one, and the next one, next one, until we're all the way down to this level down here, where this is, all the way down to here, basically. Well, it would have to be 6 deep off the ground, so yeah, so it would be 6 deep. However, we'll build so many of them, and then the idea is that the water would cascade down between them, and we would have water storage in all of them, and all of them could be pumped at the same time. We could build a large, huge reservoir, just one giant one, and then put some pumps at the top, and then some pumps lower down, and pumps lower down, and pumps lower down inside there. That's doable. The issue to that I have is that a lot of the water would evaporate rather than be pumped, or would it? Would a large, huge reservoir? Would a huge reservoir work as well? I mean, we could make it just that big, all the way to the edge of the map, 6 deep, with the water sources in the bottom of it, and make it 6 deep, and then just have the water. It fills the entire reservoir up, and then pours over the edge down to here to keep these full. And then we could either fill it with. We could use mechanical pumps to fill it, or we could just use levees to fill it, or we could use floodgates and use the mod to turn them on and off, so the reservoir would only ever have good tide in it, good water in it. You know, have a single floodgate here, pours into it, and then when the bad tide comes along, it just closes the floodgate, so it's only got good water in it, and it never has bad water in it. which I know I said at the start of this sort of playthrough that I wasn't going to go heavily modded with it, and I still don't want to. I still don't want to add any buildings to the game, like modded buildings to the game, but automatic control of floodgates and things, yeah, I can see that being added to the base game at some point. I really can. I really feel like it's a feature that's requested enough and kind of makes sense. Even not necessarily this sort of thing where water's higher or lower, where you have the this doing up and higher and lower. Just like on drought, close, on bad tide, close, that sort of thing, you know, and just have a during wet season you have it open or closed, or you have a height like this, exactly like this. Basically, that's it. You don't have the timers, you don't have the advanced things, you just have this built into the base game. I feel that would be fine. I feel that's something that could be done, even if it required a building, a little building that's connected to these, that's touching the edge of the floodgates. You know, a little building that the beaver has to sit in. So, yeah. So yeah. So how about that? How about either we do one that's just I said like enough for 20 pumps, and then we build several of them going down, and we just have the water cascade into them. Hopefully the wet tide would be long enough to do that, and then we would have this down here, and maybe we could fill this all the way up to just being one deep, so that it's just for pumping the water out. Yeah. Are you flooding again? You're open. You're open. Why are you flooding again? Stop it. Or we could build one massive reservoir just on the end here, all the way to the edge. Either have a massive 6 deep reservoir, or have one that's deep and have like pumps in the end, this side of it, like say 10 pumps at one height, and then we go down 10 pumps and down 10 pumps out, and so we go along, so we have pumps in it. The problem is that we need so many pumps, this is it's doing basically 3 an hour, it's doing during for 16 hours a day, and we need basically we need for each one of these we need a tank. We need like 1,000. So I need 30 tanks, which means we need to 360 calculator, 360 times 3 times 30. We need 32,000 water if we're going to survive a 30-day drought. So divide that by 3. That means we need to pump water for 10,000 hours. Divide that by 16. Which is 675 days, because these do 3 an hour. That's a single pump. A single pump would have to pump for 675 days to do that. So if we need to fill it in, say, 5 days or 6 days, we normally have 6 days. For the wet season, is normally sort of 6 days on average. We need 112 pumps. We currently have 80. And that's just filling all the time. That's not including the water that will be left in the river whilst it's pumping, you know, during that. So that's just filling. So yeah, so we need 112 pumps working at 100% productivity during the 16-hour work shift in order to get enough water to survive a 30-day drought. That doesn't include the water dumps, doesn't include the gardens, it doesn't include anything like that at all. So okay, that's fine. We have lots of exposure. Let's actually do something, shall we? Let's actually do something. Sorry, I've been chatting and not actually doing anything. So 1, 2, this is 2 deep, this is 3 deep, so this wants to go down by 3. So I need to move this warehouse here. Where can we move this warehouse to? Let's move this warehouse up to here. Let's put in a large warehouse for it for the minute. Yeah, I was just removing them there. We'll put it down here actually. Oh, that'd be better. And you can be for that. Okay, and then you can be, yeah, so, yeah, right, take that out. Then want to put in explosives here. I don't think we can. No, we can. We can reach the entire back edge of this. Awesome. Okay. This needs to be 2. We can't get to the center of this, so let's oh, we have a bad tide approaching. No. Do you know what? We're going to do the bridge like that, so I don't have to worry about Boop. Okay, this layer needs to be 2. Can we reach this? We can't reach over here. Put a road in here. Need more than that, aren't we? Boop. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Can we reach over here? We can. Awesome. So this all wants to be 2 high. We'll get rid of the road and fill that in later. That's fine. This is all 2 high. This, like that. Okay, and then this one in here is 1 high. And then that will bring it all down to the level where our things were. And then we can block more there to bring it down to whatever level we need to go to. That's the easiest way I've found of doing this sort of thing, is you go, right, so take the highest level, do 3, the next lowest level 2, the next lowest level is 1, and then it all becomes a nice flat area, and then you can come in and put more explosives in, and everything will be awesome. I think this also wants to be blown up by 1, doesn't it? Yes, this is also 1 height. There you go. Boom. Oh, and there's some there as well. Okay, cool. Right. So we'll do that. That's fine. That'll work. That'll be beautiful. We're going to get for a 7-day wet season, which is nice. 7 days is nice. Cool. We'll do that. We do need more dirt to fill in this as well, so see that here. So, other comments. What's going on? I was talking last time about having a better storage system for the iron teeth, because these industrial my issue with them is that they 180 when you consider these store 1,200 and they're only twice as tall. So why do these not store 600? Why are they so small? I don't get it. I don't get why they only store 600. That's not my biggest issue. Only store 180. If they stored 600 and this was twice the size, I'd be fine with that. I think I'd be fine with that. I know it's because, you know, the goods that are stored in here are way bigger. You know, planks are way bigger than a box of resin or something. So I know that. I know that's why that balance is there. But I feel like there should be a powered industrial pile. This is something that was mentioned in some of the comments about people saying there should be things like yeah, who was it? Who said it? It was Don W mentioned about and I was thinking maybe it should be a industrial pile that's 4 tiles high, like this. It looks like this, but it has this top on it, so it's 4 tiles high, has a crane inside it, requires power. Power can only be connected probably down the bottom or something, just to be awkward, just to make it, you know, a bit more awkward. Power can only be connected on the bottom layer, can't be connected up, and it has a crane in it, and once it's powered it can store like 3,000 plus items, twice whatever the folk tower one is, but requires power. It's only available for these items, only a industrial pile, nothing else, but yeah, but it has a crane in it and it needs power. If it doesn't have power, you can't use it. You can't take goods in or out. So, and I like that idea. I feel like, and having a crane in it, moving stuff around, like moving boxes and moving logs and stuff around inside it, it just has to be a, you know, a standard animation. It doesn't have to be a special animation. Like, it actually doesn't have to physically do some. It could literally just fill up with boxes as people put stuff in there, beavers put stuff in there, and just the crane moves around, making it look like it's moving boxes. I think that would be a very cool addition, and very, very iron teeth, and obviously would require mechanical parts. So, like for instance, it would need the bot assembly makes bot arms. It would require bot arms to build because you've got a crane. Maybe not. I'm an iron about whether we should use bot parts on it, but definitely lots of metal blocks and treated planks and stuff for the supports and stuff. So it's a late game thing. But once you get them, you'd be replacing all of your industrial piles with them. And I would also make sure that they can transfer power between themselves. You know, like power can only be connected on the bottom layer of it, so it has to go into the bottom edge of it, but it can go anywhere around it, like an engine. You know, it's got center, left, and right, and the front is the doorway. So you can just put them next to each other and power one. They all power each other. So, I feel like that would fit. That would fit the iron teeth very well. And a giant crane would be fun to see inside. So instead of having a stack like this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 tall up to there, and you'd see inside it, and there'd be just a crane that comes off the tent and it's just moving around, and then boxes just pile up around it, so you can barely see the crane. Just see the very top of the crane moving around. So I think that would be cool. Yeah. Okay. Let me continue here. The gardens as well. Zuiji, I get what you said. The way I explained it was very awkward. I get that. I think because I was dealing with the algae and the mushrooms at the same time, and I was mixing up things together. But basically, the way this works is 4 gardens produce 1 mushroom. We need 2 mushrooms an hour, so therefore 8 gardens. It works for 1 fermenter. So we have 16 gardens, that's 2 fermenters. We have 32 gardens because we put these as mushrooms, which means we have 4 fermenters. So 32 gardens to 4 fermenters, that's fine. When it comes to algae, it's 16 gardens to 1 factory. So we need a lot of algae being produced. And I don't think we need that many mushrooms, to be honest with you. The mushrooms seem like they're filling up quite well, but I'm going to leave that. And then over here, we might do algae and algae here. I was thinking about where to move the district centre as well. And honestly, I kind of feel like I might move it to here, because this seems a bit more central to where we're going to be. I put it here because we're going to build like industry and stuff over here. But maybe putting it here won't be a bad thing. You could put it here. And then put like the district centre here, and then a storage here. Because if you look at storages, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and there are 9 types of food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Typical. So my plan would be, so this is the divider. So this is nice. So it's here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the 9th one would be kohlrabi, which is in the center. Okay. So we just look at this and go, okay, so we need 9 storages. So we have the 8 on the outside, and then that's the 9th one there. And then we come to this one, and this is a community center. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 will be there. And 1 in the center here. I mean, right now these are crusts and corn because they're storing that. But then up here we can have kohlrabi because we're going to move the district center to there. So let's do that now, which is going to break everything, but it's fine because it's nighttime, so no one's working. Let's remove 1, which makes no beaver have any jobs or anything. No one can live, no one can do nothing, no one can get any food, no one can get anything at all. All our beavers are now completely homeless. And then we're going to put in a new one here. Just trying to make sure I didn't copy the name. I didn't copy the name. So I just want to make sure I get the word Machu spelled correctly, because yeah. So boom, Machu Bibu. But there you go. I'll do that. I'm also going to make this the highest priority. So we always have at least 4 builders, even when these like turn off, because we always have some builders doing something. So. And then we put in our storages. So we put in a storage there. You can face down, and then you go up and up, because the storages doesn't need to be food. These are trees. So okay, put on. There you go. All the beavers will now they instant teleport to the nearest district center when there isn't one. And then they would all go out and they would all figure stuff out. So they'd all find a house. They'd all find everything. And this is going to be really awkward because they're all going to find a house, and then daybreak's going to come along, and then the housing optimization mod is going to go, no, you all need to move. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Also, it appears they start working, which is interesting. You're working. You're doing something, which is weird. I don't know why you're working. Okay, there you go. So all the beavers have houses now, so that's going on there. Daybreak will come along, and the housing optimizer will move some beavers around and do things, so that's fine. Okay, so let's set the food up properly. So if we want to go, we'll go clockwise, and we'll start at the bottom for this one, and then we'll start at the top for this one. Okay, because I'm awkward. So we're going to go right. Pause. Give me beaver. scroll down. Let me. I want to copy that to my clipboard. Ha 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 ha! Using the whole print screeny thing, so that I can actually remember the order of them, because I never can. I can never remember the order of the food types. So, okay. So kohlrabies. This is kohlrabies. The next one is mangrove fruit. I could just literally put them in order of this, well, and just ignoring berries. But no, we'll go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just do them in order. Yeah, let's just start in the top corner and do them in order, and we'll just ignore kohlrabies. So, you are algae. You are ignoring berries as well. We don't want that. Corn rations. You are eggplant. You are fermented cassavas. You are mushrooms. You are fermented soybeans. You would be hang on a moment. There's 9 types of food here. That includes berries. Coffee. Coffee is a liquid. Ah, right. Okay. Okay, your corn rations, you are eggplant, you are fermented cassavas. We'll come down, we'll go around. So you are going to be fermented mushrooms. You should be that, which means you should actually be kohlrabi, and then you should be mangrove fruit. So we only have 8 of them. Yes, there we go. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. The coffee is a liquid. Of course it is. Of course it is. Canola. There it is. Coffee. Of course it's a liquid. It's not sold in boxes. Well, yeah. But, yeah. Okay. Okay. And then we do the same here. So we'll just start here and we'll go round. And just skip berries. Berries is the only thing we're going to skip because we don't need it. And if they've got stuff in them already and I switch it to something else, it doesn't matter, because they will eventually figure out what needs to be in what, when, and where. And they will move things around. So you see these here currently have waiting previous stock to be removed. So it will empty this whole thing. It will use up all its goods. Won't accept any new goods until it's empty. Then when it's empty, it will start accepting mushrooms. So yeah. So cool, there we go. Okay, so that's all set up now, isn't it? Yeah. So we've only got 2. We've got 1 and then 2, and then this is going to be the 3rd one over here once we have explosives ready to rumble, which is going to be awesome. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, I don't think we can pick that up, so I'm going to delete that. I can't delete it. Oh no. I don't think anyone can pick that up. I think we need a gathering flag. Put a gathering flag in. Kind of awkward. We need a gathering flag to pick that up. I'm pretty sure you need a gathering flag to pick up the resin on the floor. So, but okay. We shall leave this episode here, and we shall come back to that. And not a lot's happened in this episode, but I know I've done it again. But so we have dirt being filled for filling this in, which we will do anyway. I want to fill this in anyway because this is where all our pumps are. And then what do you think is about? Which way should we go with it? Should we go a giant reservoir with multi-layer pumps in it, or should we go with a 6-deep reservoir and then another one next to it, and then another one next to it, and another one next to it, and so we have multiple ones, and then we just run them all dry every season? We'd still need water to come this way, but we still need to do that. Obviously this is going here. These are still pumping, although they're pumping slowly now because contamination is quite high. But this one little whoa, that is really full. Why is that really full? That'll be... Oh yeah, I set this to 1, so it's even less coming this way. But yeah, it's just enough to keep the water mixed up so that the pumps can actually pump. So you see, they're still going strong, which is nice. During a bad tide, we're okay. This is 39% contamination. They've got to get to 99% before they stop. So yeah, so we'll do that, and then that'll be fine here. This can be set up for stuff over here. We're good for trees. We're really good for trees. So yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just get a load of dirt pumping from here. Not quite sure why. Do you wanna do I don't think. I suppose the pool is too busy dealing with water and stuff. So, but okay. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, fun.